Greetings everyone, Dr. Satan here. So I decided to join the pre-release branch, and I was wanting to check out some of the component systems and stuff. I thought some of that was in, but I found something else instead. I saw these numbers all over the map in the sky. Couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. And then it was at this moment where I got stuck in the ground, I realized that was cave systems, the new caves. I was like, oh, okay, nice. Okay, well, let me see if I can get out of this little pickle and check them out. Now, the only thing I can imagine is for the numbers is to probably make it easier for the devs to see where they are. I did notice watching in chat, you see that gentleman right there, Proxim, I believe is a developer. And because you were chatting with a few people and they were giving like presents and mining hats and stuff like that to people. At first I was very confused on the numbers until I was finally able to actually get inside of one, and it was just amazement. The graphics, the details, the stalactites and stalagmites hanging in the walls and on the floors. It was just awesome to actually see it. I mean, obviously there's some stuff that still looks like it needs some texturing, but it looks like it's going to be an awesome thing whenever it hits main. To be able to build in here, have like underground communities and stuff like that, it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. And that was the first time I saw one of the traps where if you fall down in there, it just instantly kills you. But yeah, it just, the way everything looked, it just didn't quite feel like Rust, you know? It was just awesome. And I saw this little bit right here, and I decided to go ahead and, well, maybe there's something underwater. Maybe you can get through somewhere. And I ended up finding another way to get through, although how hard it is to see underwater, maybe they'll make it a little easier to see if these waters are gonna, if these caves are gonna be underwater. I don't think they're supposed to be, but the things that you can find and see are pretty awesome. Just the amount of detail with everything, it's really good. Now, during the video, you may see some crappy FPS. Usually I'll get around 70 or 80 frames around in there. I've been on my backup PC lately, so it hasn't been as beefy. But I've noticed there's a lot of invisible stuff, like the trees that were laying on the ground. So I don't know if it's just because it's pre-release, but I know in the past when I've tried to join it, my game would just crash. I couldn't even get in the servers. So I feel lucky enough to at least have been able to get in with a crappy FPS and see this, you know. So I saw the red town in the distance, and I figured I'd go check it out to see if I can find any of the components, because that's what it originally came on for. But I didn't end up finding any. I did get a little bit of gear. I found a guy sleeping in there that I was able to loot him, and I'll cut to that next. I was really hoping to find some components or something, but I only searched through the train yard, sorry. And I could never really find anything other than the normal stuff, and he did have some goodies for me, so that was nice of him. And with the component system, the one thing I would say I don't like about it is I like the idea of being able to be that kind of lone survivor, I guess, where you can just stay in your own little place, live off the land, craft everything you need off the resources you can gather. It's going to be interesting to see how the community reacts and how they handle the component system. I can see a lot more rad towns and stuff being walled off, keeping all the loot for themselves, trying to get all the components possibly. I don't know, maybe I just don't understand the system quite enough yet, but it's also going to be interesting to see how people use these caves. I know I cannot wait to build in them. It's going to be awesome, especially having different entrances and different exits. It's going to be nice because I'm sure there's going to be people that camp those entrances and exits, especially camping your front door. It's going to be a lot easier, a lot harder to defend, but you never know. This is just a pre-release. The finished product may be entirely different as well. And as I was running over this direction, I ran right past a guy, and I don't think he noticed me. Or maybe he's just ignoring me as I was ignoring him. Now watch as we creep up on this elusive naked in his natural habitat. See if we can get his attention. Oh, I think we've disturbed him and he's gone. And I think this is one of the side entrances. Because I noticed whenever you go in them, they got these in there. Some sort of winch with a cable going down, which is going to be very interesting if that actually is animated or utilized in some way, as far as maybe it'll have an inventory where you can pass stuff up to people, or gathering water, or maybe a new way to get somewhere. You know, you can ride in like a little bucket or something and get up to the exit. I don't know, but it's going to be pretty neat. It definitely looks like some of maybe the preparations for when power is added to the game, which I'm pretty sure they will eventually. And I found this, and I really, really wanted to go down in there, but the textures like were just invisible. You couldn't actually get down, so that was kind of disappointing. Now I did find this cave at night while I was running around, and someone I thought had ran into it, so I was gonna sneak up on them and blast them and make them crap their pants, but I don't think he actually went into this cave perhaps. But it looks really cool at night. You can barely see crap, but once you get down in the cave, they got some pretty nice lighting effects. I was right in here, I heard someone hitting some barrels, so I figured I'd give him a hard time, and you'll be able to see how much I don't know if it's just my ping or the frames or what was going on, but this guy was jumping all over the place, and I managed to tag him up with the bow, and then I switched to the double barrel, and I just couldn't hit for shit. It was crazy, but you'll see it go down. And I started doing the in-your-face disorientate you tactic, where I just try and jump all over them to confuse them, try to make it to where they can't hit me. Most of the time it works. I didn't really need his stuff, so I ended up letting the guy up, so at least he's not too far away, and I just took some weapons off of him so he couldn't try and make a play off of me. Left the Eoka because, I mean, you know, it's an Eoka, but whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show. I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't know how long this caves have been in pre-release, but that's the first time I saw them, and I thought it was really neat. It got me very excited for when they come out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.